Hello everybody, hope they are good. New Bitcoin update for today. Thank you so much for all the support in yesterday's video because, I didn't upload a video for almost a week, so I was a bit nervous, thinking, will these guys forget about me or will still remember? But I see that you guys still remember, and the market maker does too, because this was yesterday's Bitcoin projection, and we were talking about the idea that it looked like the market maker was building his longs over here, okay, with these weeks. We were talking about this week. It gets filled 50% with this one, okay? But once the week gets filled, you want to see an immediate reaction to the upside. You want to see a bounce. When you don't see a bounce and you see some sideways move, then that's telling you they're gonna take another attempt to continue filling this week even more. And that's the drop. They fill the week even more, and then that's when they bounce, okay? That's the reaction. So that was what we were talking about in yesterday's video and how we were favoring prices to the upside in the next 48 hours. You only take a couple of hours to just pump price up. So we took advantage of this move because I was telling you that I think that the range lows, because if you notice this was a previous range. So this white line over here, that's the range lows. That was a good place to long, but if you could catch also this move over here, that would also be a good place to add to the position, okay? That was my case, and I know that some of you did the same. So that's the pump, and now if you notice, we still have a little problem, and that's the 4-hour 50 MA, because we tested a resistance and then we saw a rejection from there, okay? So the chart is telling us that we've just reached a major resistance, okay, the 4-hour 50 MA. So from here, let's see what it does, okay, because today is Thursday. We only have Thursday and Friday, so 2 days before the weekend. The weekend we are probably gonna see some sideways move and nothing really happening. So let's discuss what we could potentially see today and tomorrow, okay? So this pump, is it finished? That's the first question, okay? Well, it's difficult to answer, okay? In my opinion, I don't think it's finished. Okay, I don't think it's finished. It's true that we have here a big resistance, the 4-hour 50 MA. It might take some time to get above it. I don't know if it's gonna be today, tomorrow, or maybe on Monday. Okay, but I do think that there is a chance that we still target the mid range. Okay, and that's 27,000. Because if you notice, when you're in a range, okay, you usually go all the time to the mid range. Check this out here, for example. Okay, you go down, then you go to the mid range. Okay, you go down, you go to the mid range, you go down, you go to the mid range. All the time, it continuously happens the same. Okay, in this range above here, it happens the same. Okay, you go down, mid range, down, mid range, down, mid range, all the time. Okay, you can see all the time. So that's why I'm thinking that we still probably are gonna go to the mid range at some point. Okay, and hopefully that can happen quite soon. Now, the 4-hour time frame is true that is not looking great because you got yourselves that big resistance there, okay? 26,777 at the moment. But if you check the 1-hour time frame, that's not looking that bad, is it? Okay? Because you had, let me remove this a second. You had this resistance here that was the 1-hour 50 MA for quite some time. And I always tell you, when you see price testing a level as resistance, but you don't see a sell-off, that is telling you that there is a motive to price up, okay? Because the retail trader is gonna see this and it's gonna continue placing shorts all the time. For in this case, in the 1-hour 50 MA, because they're gonna try to take advantage of these moves. So in one of these attempts, the market maker is just gonna spike price up and stop those traders and reverse by surprise, okay? So what do I think we might see here? Well, I think that we should test the 1-hour 50 MA, to be honest, okay? So don't be surprised if in today's New York session you see a drop to this level, okay? Then what you want is this level to hold, okay? Because if you lose this level and then you test it as resistance, then yep, the pump will be over, at least for this week, okay? And maybe you can even go again to the range lows. But as long as today, which I think this is gonna happen, okay? I think that today is very likely that we come to the 1-hour 50 MA in the New York session, and then from here, this is where you want to pay attention to, okay? Because if you see another reaction from here, then we might target then the mid-range, all right? So that's what I'm looking for today. I'm just gonna wait now to see if we can get that retest of the 1-hour 50 MA and see the reaction in Bitcoin, okay? Pretty simple. Now, if we go into the daily time frame, as I told you yesterday, okay, it's not looking great because if you notice here, if you lose this level, okay, so if you lose this level over here, where are you going to go? Well, you are eventually gonna go. This is the next potential support, okay, and that's at 20k. So, do I think that we're gonna go to 20k straight away? I don't. And I'm gonna go now to high block capital. I'm gonna explain you why I think that it's more likely that we hold above this range for quite some time, okay? Before coming back down. I do think that it's likely that in the next 3-6 months, Bitcoin goes and fills this week over here, okay? Well, I mean this week in the weekly time frame, and that's at 20,700. So I think that we'll eventually get there, if I'm honest with you. But in the short term, I'm expecting more ranging over here, okay? More consolidation over here. And we're gonna go now to high block capital, and I'm gonna explain to you why. We're in high block capital 3 months time frame, and we've been talking about this liquidation zone for quite a while, okay? 24,200. That's up an important liquidation zone. So if you notice here, there was a week, and we didn't hit this zone for only a couple of $100, okay? And now price is consolidating above there. Why? I always tell you the same. You've heard this before, and probably you've just answered the question by yourself. But usually, when you see price attacking a liquidation zone but not hitting it and missing it by a couple of $100 or quite a small difference, that is telling you that the market maker's idea is to consolidate above it, like it's doing right now. Okay, we might even see a pump because they want to induce traders to open longs. If they induce traders to open longs, for example with yesterday's pump, and if they continue pumping, there is going to be more longs open because the retail trader is programmed to open longs when price is going up and open shorts when price is going down. The retail trader only trades based on emotions. Okay, so what they're trying to do now, in my opinion, is to induce traders to open longs. Why? Because then, with high leverage traders opening their longs, there is going to be a lot of more of liquidations stacked in this zone. Okay, so the liquidity that you had here is 66 million. What, $66 billion, by the way. When this is in higher time frame, take this number with a pinch of salt because it only goes up. They don't know when traders are closing positions, okay? So let's take this number as a reference, but don't take it seriously, okay? So $66 billion worth of long liquidations, okay? Now, if you notice, when we have this week and this consolidation, those liquidations from 66 billions go higher to 68 billions, okay? So you can see how the liquidity is going up because it's showing you that when price consolidates above a liquidation zone, that liquidation zone is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's going to be perfect for the market maker in the future if they want to drop price to this zone because they're going to hit more liquidations than they could have done previously. I don't know if you guys are following me, okay? So yes, I do think that price is consolidating above this liquidation zone and they missed by a couple of $100 on purpose. Okay, so they're consolidating here for quite a while. We might see a pump even higher, okay? And the ultimate goal of this is basically to induce traders to open long so the liquidations in this zone can increase. And when they bring price back down, they're gonna hit more liquidations that they could have done previously. Okay, so that's what I think. That's what I think that in the midterm or long term, whatever you wanna say, we're gonna come to this zone. We're gonna hit these liquidations. But in the short term, I'm expecting more consolidation, more sideways, or even another pump. Okay, so traders can open longs. Now, if we go into the 7 days time frame, I hope that was clear, guys. If not, you can ask me in the comments. If we go into the 7 days time frame and we take this zone, you can see that at 27,000 there are now a lot of liquidations. Why? Well, the same reason. Price is consolidating at the highs and it's coming down. It went all the way to 26,800. Now we're at 26,400. So The retail trader sees price, coming down. Maybe they draw here some kind of a bearish pennant or something, and they think, okay, price is gonna go down, so I'm gonna open shorts. That's when the liquidity at 27k is increasing. Again, if you notice here, since this moment price is dropping, the liquidity increases because the retail traders open shorts when price is going down. Okay, so in the short term, we're gonna be still targeting 27,000 because now we have the confluence of the liquidation zones with the mid-range. That is the same level if you remember. Okay, so that's what we are targeting at the moment. Okay, I think that today is very likely that we see a drop to 26,250 or so. That's the 1 hour 50 MA. And then I would like to see a retest of support so we can continue climbing higher to 27k in the short term. Hopefully we get to this target this week, but I don't ever want to get there. Okay, let's see how price moves. Also tomorrow on Friday, Jerome Powell is going to be speaking, so that's when I move also the markets. Okay, we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But that's what I'm thinking for the short term. And then in the midterm, I do think we're going to continue going lower. All right. So that's pretty much everything, guys. Quite a short update. I'm going to continue charting altcoins because I do think that the big gains in the next bull market are going to be in the altcoins. So I'm going to go and chart some altcoins. And I'm planning to upload some altcoin content this week. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. And I'll see you soon.